Hello and welcome. Today we are live on YouTube. It's another live lesson with me, and today we are looking at 17 different ways to use get in English. Now, well, first, if you are watching live, thank you so much for being here, for joining and attending the live event. This is an interactive lesson, so there will be plenty of opportunity for you to practice using get in these 17 different ways today. If you're not watching live, if you're watching the replay, welcome. Good to have you here too. And yes, I am Greg. If you haven't been here before, I'm Greg from OLA. From English with Greg. I publish new videos every Friday on YouTube to help you speak advanced English. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Right, today we are looking at 17 different ways to use get. There are so many phrasal verbs with get, so many meanings of get that it's just crazy. I'm sure if you're a student of English and you see the word get, you think, oh no, what could this mean? There are just so many meanings of get, partly because it is in, I don't know, more than 100 phrasal verbs. You know, that's with one verb and one preposition, or one verb and two prepositions, like get in or get on with. There are just so many phrasal verbs. So in this lesson, we are completely ignoring phrasal verbs because they just make your mind go. Today, we're looking at 17 different ways that we use it. Synonyms of ordinary verbs, or different grammatical structures that we can use get. As I was preparing this, I just thought there are so many different meanings. So I decided to create a worksheet for you, which you can download by clicking the link in the description, get.englishquickfix.com. If you click there, you can download the worksheet, and then you have it for the future, for your future reference. Okay, I recommend you get it. I started just thinking, okay, I'll do a short summary. In the end, I got too motivated, and well, it's like a mini ebook now. So it's definitely worth it. It's full of all the ways and all the examples that we can use get. In this lesson, though we are live, I want you to participate in this class. I want you to tell me first where you're watching from. Okay, we have many people here from different countries, many people watching live. Tell me where you are in the world. And as I said, this is interactive, so I'm going to teach one meaning of the word get, one way we can use it, and then I want you to write your example sentences in the chat. Okay, then I will have a look, we can correct them, we can make this really interactive. Okay, so before we start, yeah, let's just have a look. If you sorry, let's get rid of that. And yeah, if you are watching, please tell me where you are watching from. Sorry, just 1 second while I try to figure out something here. I cannot see your messages on the screen at the moment, and that will be a little bit of a problem. So let me just have a quick look to see how I can fix that. Because we have, okay, Roberto from Santiago. I can see that, but I need to change something here. Right, that should do it. Okay, never mind. I'll be with you in a second. Until I can, I'll just say hello to people who are watching live. Angie from Lima, Abby Baby from Morocco. We have Jaroslav from Slovakia, and Victor from Barcelona. Good to have you here too. Michali from Hungary. We have people from Sol from Argentina. Got many people, and I just think, if I could fix this problem, it would be great, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. So 1 sec. Last chance for me to fix this, and then we will start. No. Okay. So that's a shame. Never mind. We have the live chat on your screen there. What I was trying to do was bring it in so that I can see your comments on the screen. Sadly, I can't. I made a mistake with this, so I can't do that now. Anyway, no problem. Let's start with these 17 ways of using get in English. Okay, by the way, I still want you to write your examples in the chat box. The only technical problem that I have is that I cannot bring them onto the screen today. Okay, so first one is 17 ways to use get. Let's go. The first one is have got. And have got, obviously, it's a very basic expression, and it just means have. In British English, it's much more common than in American English, but it just means have. For example, I have got one brother. I've got a great idea. Have you got any plans for the weekend? Have you got any plans for the weekend? So basically, it just means, do you have any plans for the weekend? I have one brother, and I have a great idea. Really simple. Put your comments in the comment section, and we will have a look. I will correct you as we go through this live lesson. So we're starting easy, and we will get more difficult. Okay, so Abby Baby, great name. I have got money problems. Okay, perfect. Yeah. If you have got any examples, I invite you to put them in the chat. Okay, I've got money problems. I've got a nice car, Farshad says. Natalia Justo says we haven't got a lot of comments. All right, we haven't got a lot of comments. So comment. Everybody, leave your comments in the chat. We haven't got a lot of comments. We don't have a lot of comments. And yes, as Sol says, the comments have a little delay because of the live stream. But good, the comments are starting to come. So, Sigit, I haven't got a girlfriend. Excellent. I have got a big problem, says Jaroslav. Mushtari says I haven't got free time. Okay, so I haven't got free time. When we use haven't got in the negative, we need the word any after. I haven't got any. I haven't got any free time. I haven't got any free time. If it's a countable noun, so free time is uncountable. It's not possible to say one free time, two free times. No, that's uncountable. If it's countable, then we need the plural. I haven't got any friends in China. I haven't got any friends in China. Or I haven't got any free time. Okay, very good. Let's move on to, we have 17. We have lots to do, so let's move on to number 2, which is receive. Receive, that's right. Instead of saying receive, very, very commonly, we just say get. For example, these are my examples while I wait for you to write your examples in the comments. So receive, I got lots of presents for my birthday. I got lots of presents for my birthday, which means I received lots of presents. But when we're speaking naturally, we often use got. This is slightly less formal, perhaps, but much more spoken. If you are writing an essay, if you're writing a formal report, or if you are writing for an exam, it's better not to use got, yeah, because you want the examiner to know that you know all these different words, receive, etc. But when we're speaking, it's the most common way. I got a lot of presents for my birthday. I get about 100 emails every day. I don't get many letters from the postman these days. Okay, let me have a look at the chat. And all right, hello to Leo. He's just arrived. And all right, Abby Baby says, I don't know what receive means. Well, receive means well, when somebody gives you something, you receive it. Receive. So Jaroslav says, I receive many messages on my phone. And okay, which could say I got, yeah, I got many messages, or I get many messages on my phone. Saeed, good example. You got many comments online. That's right. So I get many comments on my videos. I want to get your comments. I want to get your examples in the chat box. Farshad said, I got an invitation from my friend. Perfect. Okay, you received an invitation. You got an invitation. All right, Victor says, I got a dog as a present for my birthday. I got a dog for my present, for my birthday. I got a dog as a present. We have an expression in English, not now, but about 20 years ago, maybe there was many cases of people giving dogs as presents, but the person who got the dog as a present didn't really want the dog. And as a result, they didn't treat the dog very well, and the dog suffered. And the expression was, a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. And there was lots of adverts on television that said that, and stickers for your car, everything. A dog is for life, not just for Christmas. Okay, so Yusuf says, I received money from my mother last week. Exactly, so we can use got instead of receive. I got some money from my mother last week. I got flowers from my boyfriend, says Sol. Excellent. And all right, so Yaroslav, I would like to receive a voucher. So we want to use got in your examples. Okay, I want you to use the word get or got. So instead of I would like to receive a voucher, I would like to get a voucher. Perfect. All right, the next example of how to use get is to mean buy. Buy. Okay, you buy, well, whatever, food, clothes, a house, it doesn't matter. Instead of buy, we can use, and we often use, get. So I could say, hey, I really, really like your t-shirt. Where did you get it? Where did you get it? In other words, where did you buy it? I like your t-shirt. Where did you get it? I live in Spain. I'm English, but I live in Spain, and well, my family lives in England. So when it's Christmas or when it's my family's birthdays, I always get their presents on Amazon. I get their presents on Amazon. Yeah, I spend sometimes one day in December and I get everything. I get everything. Okay, which means I buy everything. I buy everybody's presents. I get everybody's presents on Amazon. Okay, so some examples from our live viewers. I want to get a new t-shirt. Great. Can I get... I got some groceries last night. Very good. Groceries. You know, groceries is more American. I'm going to get the groceries. In English, we would say the shopping. The shopping. I got the shopping last night. I got some money. I got some money last week. Okay, so that's receive, not buy. Sorry, that's me reading too far back. My fault. Farshad says, I'm going to get an English book tomorrow. Yeah, buy a book, get a book. Can you get me a cup of coffee? Yeah, can you buy me a cup of coffee? Can you get me a cup of coffee? Very good. I will get new shoes next year. I will get new shoes next year. That is an example from... I've lost it. Oh, no, I can't read it. It's in Arabic. But yes, that is correct. You could use I'm going. I'm going to get new shoes next year. I'm going to, because it's a plan. Okay, it's something that you have already decided. I'm going to get new shoes next year. All right, Victor says, I got an air freshener for my car. Great. Yeah, I bought, buy in the past, bought, right, with this or sound. I bought, I got an air freshener for my car. Abby Baby says, can I get your car for a second? Not exactly. This is not correct because that is like borrow. Yeah, if you want my car just for a second, it's borrow. You want to borrow my car. And get does not mean borrow. It means many things, but borrow is not one. Okay. And Mahmoud says, can I get a free worksheet? Well, yes, of course. In fact, get in this case doesn't mean buy because it's free. It means receive. You can get the worksheet for this lesson, remember, by clicking the link in the description. There are 17 ways. So there's lots of information in this class. So click the link in the description to get your copy of all the ways we can use get, and then you have it for your future reference. All right, people. Very good. Let's have a look at the next way to use get in English, and this is to mean another common verb, arrive. Arrive. So this is a mistake I correct a lot. Not a mistake, but when I'm teaching my students to speak more naturally, this is one thing they say. I always tell them, because a lot of times students say to me, I arrived at work at 9 o'clock, or I arrived to my house at 5 o'clock. And I arrived to my house, 4 words. We can make this so short and easy if we use the word get. Get home. Okay, get home means arrive to my house. Home has no preposition. Just get home. Get home. If it's a different place, then we use the preposition to. So get to work. I get to work at 9 o'clock. Instead of I arrive to work, just I get to work. Okay, what time do you think you will get there? What time do you think you will get there? Get here, get there, get home. There are 3 examples with no preposition. Get here, get there, get home. Okay, they're really easy, right? I mean, 2 very, very short words. Get here instead of arrive to my office. When we're speaking, we always try to use short words and not many words. Okay. Right then, so examples from our lovely viewers who are watching live. Okay, Sol says the train will get to the station at 10 o'clock. Fantastic. Victor, I usually get home at 6 o'clock. Great. Valan Rani says, just now I get in. Okay, you're talking in the past, so not get, but got. Just now I got in. Okay, I got in, I got home. So Soz Engineer says, I got home about an hour ago. Abby Baby says, when I get home, I will call you. All right, when I get home, I will call you, or I will call you back. Right, Farshad, I got late to the airport, so I couldn't catch my flight. Brilliant, and one more, Mushtari. It was snowing when I got to the hypermarket. All right, it was snowing when I got to the hypermarket. Perfect. All right, everybody, that's number 4. So number 5 is obtain. Obtain or gain possession of. Okay, obtain. So something wasn't your possession and now it is your possession. Possession. Okay, it doesn't have to be a physical thing, but yeah, obtain. So, for example, obtain. She moved to London last year because she got a job there. Because she got a job in London. So you get a job. You obtain a job, right? So instead of obtain, which is quite a formal word, we can use get. I got a job. She always gets good marks at school. So if you take an exam and your friend always gets good marks, we do an exam and I say to you, what mark did you get? What mark did you get? And you say, I got 80%. I got 80% on my final exam. Fantastic. What mark did you get? I got 60%. Okay, so you get marks. And information. Okay, if you tell me something, I could say, where did you get that information from? Who told you? Where did you get that information? I got it on the internet. I got it on Wikipedia. I got that information on Wikipedia. All right, I obtained the information. I got it. Okay, so write your examples in the comments below for get instead of obtain. Before we do, or while I wait, if you're a Spanish speaker watching this video, I have a course for you. It's called English Quick Fix. And yeah, it's there we go. EnglishQuickFix.com. It's a course, it's an online course that I have specifically for Spanish speakers with an intermediate or upper intermediate level of English. And it's a 30-day course. It's really, really fantastic for Spanish speakers because it takes all the mistakes that every Spanish speaker makes in English in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar, all those typical mistakes, and teaches you them all. Okay, so we focus on the mistakes that I know you make because I've been teaching English to Spanish speakers for 15 years. And in this course, I've put everything, all the most typical mistakes in this course to take your level, bam, in a big boost to help you speak advanced English in 30 days. It's a 30-day course. So if you're a Spanish speaker, have a look. EnglishQuickFix.com. It's only open once every month. In the summer, we will have a break. So this could be your last chance before the summer. Registration closes on Monday. So if you are interested, be quick. EnglishQuickFix.com. All right, guys, back to obtain. Let me see if your comments have come. Yes. Okay. So Leo says in a race, he got first place. All right, he got first place in the race. On the line, he got the first place. On the line, maybe he got first place. Okay, on the line, if you're talking about a race and it was very close, who won, who didn't win, he got first place. It was a photo finish. That's the expression. It was a photo finish. That means that you need a photograph to see who came first. But yeah, he got first place. Roberto from Santiago, which is where I live. Hello. I got third position in the Boston Marathon. I got third position. So a more natural way of saying this is I came third. Okay, well, I got third place. I got third place. I got third place in the Boston Marathon. Right then, so Mujtaba says I got fired yesterday. Doesn't mean obtain. That is another way we're going to use got, which we're going to look at later in this lesson. Iban, my son got a master's degree. I'm very proud of him. Congratulations. So yeah, perfect example. My son got a master's degree. In English, masters is always in the plural. It's always masters, not master. Okay, Sigit, I got 100 in English. You're perfect. Perfect. Angie, Spanish speaker from Peru. Hello. Right, so Sus Engineer says, I got so much information in your stream. All right, that means perhaps receive, yeah, or maybe obtain, but it's good. That's good. And right, so Abby Baby says, I got the most beautiful places in the world. I got the most beautiful places in the world. So does that mean obtain? Not really. However, you can say I got to see the most beautiful places in the world. I got to see, which can mean I obtained the opportunity to see the most beautiful places in the world. Yeah, with my job, I had to travel to Peru, to Mexico, to Azerbaijan, to all these different countries. I got the opportunity, or I got to see so many beautiful places in the world. Okay, let's move on to number 6. And number 6 is, remember, you can get the worksheet below, yeah, with all these, all this information, all these 17 ways to use get. It's a free worksheet that I just made for this lesson. So I recommend you get that. Number 6 is bring. Bring. Right. So bring. If I'm sitting in the living room and my wife is in a different room, but she's coming to the living room, I could say, oh, before you come, could you get me the scissors from the kitchen? Could you get me the scissors from the kitchen? Get, like bring. Could you bring me the scissors? Could you get me the scissors? All right. Or if we're sitting together in a cafe and you're going to the bar to buy a drink, I might say to you, oh, while you're there, could you get me a cup of tea? Could you get me a cup of tea? A cup of tea? A cup of tea? Get me. This could mean buy or it could mean bring. All right. If I give you money, obviously it's not buy. Hey, there's some money. Could you get me a cup of tea? A cup of tea. And right, another one could be I'm leaving the house. And you say, where are you going? I'm going to get my brother from the station. I'm going to get my brother from the train station. Right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna bring him home. I'm going to get him from the station. Okay. Right, let's have a look at some examples. Let's get some examples here. Get me that jacket, please. That says Faris says that. Get me that jacket, please. All right, excellent. If you want to be a little bit more polite, I did a video on different ways that you can be polite, ask for things politely in English. The video is called Don't Say Give Me. That's the video. Don't say give me. Get me my jacket, please. It's a little bit direct. So to make it more polite and more soft, just put can you before. Can you or could you? Could you get me my jacket, please? If you say that, you're super polite and perfect English. All right, so another one from Farshad. Could you get me my pants from the bedroom? Excellent. All right. Could you get me that book? Yeah. Could you get me some water, please? Says Valan. Abby says, could you get me my surfboard from the care before you come down? Care. I'm not sure what you mean with care. From where? From the garage, perhaps from the storage room, from the loft, if it's in the roof of your house, in the loft. Roberto, could you get me beers from the supermarket? Yeah, use the word some. Could you get me some beers? Could you get me some beers from the supermarket? Ah, sorry, Abby says car, not care. Yeah, perfect. From the car. Could you get me my surfboard from the car before you come down? Sol says, my mother got me a coffee from Starbucks. Perfect. So again, this is another situation. It could mean buy, it could mean get. It doesn't really matter. Both are grammatically correct, and it doesn't really affect the conversation. But yeah, if you're, well, when I lived in the States, and that would be a common thing. A friend would say, hey, a neighbor might say, I'm going to Starbucks. Do you want me to get you a drink? Do you want me to get you a drink? Which means buy, or bring it to your house. Okay. Brilliant. A few more. Can you get me my phone, please? Yeah. Can you get me a romance novel from the bookshop? All good. Okay. Number 7. Number 7 is understand. Understand. So let me use some examples of this. It's a really useful expression if you're learning English, if you're a student or a speaker of English as a second language. This is a really useful expression. Get instead of understand. So if somebody is saying something to you and you understand perfectly the first part of the sentence, but just the last part of the sentence you don't understand, you don't want to say, what? You don't want to say, could you repeat that? Because then the person has to repeat everything. So one expression you can say is, sorry, I didn't get the last part. I didn't get the last word or the last thing you said. I didn't get it. And it just means I didn't understand. Okay, I didn't get what he said. Did you? Okay, blah, 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 blah. What? I didn't get what he said. Did you? I didn't get it. We can also use this, a very common expression, whether you're a native speaker or not, is using this when we are when somebody tells a joke. When somebody tells a joke. So this is, again, jokes are very, very difficult to understand if you are not a native speaker. I know, because I live in a different country. I get English jokes perfectly, but it's not always easy to get Spanish jokes. So you get a joke. So let's have a look at some examples from you guys who are watching live. Big Dot says, I got the idea and I think it's brilliant. Good example. I understood the idea. I got the idea. Brilliant. Ivan, yep, I didn't get the joke. I didn't get it. Farshad, did you get what I said? Did you get what I said? Did you get what I said? You can say that politely in business. Did you get what I said? Yeah, did you understand? Did you get what I said? Or if you're speaking to a child who is being naughty, did you get what I said? Yeah, did you get that? You're telling them off. Did you get what I said? Did you understand that? Okay, good. All right, and in fact, Farshad just wrote another example of that. Don't do it again. Got it? Got it? Got it? All right. We often use a kind of American T with this. Got it? Got it? And yeah, it means, have you understood that? Got it? Understood it? Got it? Again, we can use this. We can use this with a smile on our face. Got it? Got it? To mean, yeah. Have you understood that correctly? Got it? Good. All right. Rikan says, yeah, I got it. Abby says, yeah, I got it. And Mushtari says, yeah, I got everything that my teacher said. Brilliant. All right. Brilliant. Zhao says, I didn't get that Spanish explanation. Okay, good. Zhao, I presume you are Brazilian or Portuguese. So maybe if someone speaks in Spanish, you understand a bit, but not everything. So, oh, I didn't get that Spanish part. Okay. And finally, Roberto says, I didn't get the end of the movie. The end, not the final, but the end. I didn't get the end of the movie. Like, I was watching the movie. It was good. I got it. I understood it. I got it. But at the end, what the heck happened? I didn't get it. Okay, let's move on to number 8, which is earn. Earn. This This is the disgusting sound in English. Two sounds. Earn. Earn. There's a common confusion between earn and win. Earn money, win money. If you do your job and somebody pays you to do your job, you earn money. If you play the lottery and you win money. Okay, you win a prize. But earn, this is when you receive the money for the job that you do. And instead of earn, we can say get. Okay, put your examples in the comments below. Here are my examples for you with earn. So he gets a much higher salary in his new job than he did in his old job. He gets a much higher salary in his new job than he does in his old job. Get. What's the difference between salary and wage? Salary is normally per year, and wage is normally per hour. Okay, so we talk about the minimum wage. The minimum wage in England is, I think, £7 per hour, I think. But salary, if you talk about salary, then you could say, yeah, a doctor's salary is much higher than a teacher's salary. She got a bonus for all her hard work. I think somebody used this example. Get a bonus. Victor, perhaps, earlier in the class. So yeah, get a bonus. Receive a bonus. Also earn. It could mean earn a bonus. And yeah, she doesn't care how much money he gets. She loves him for who he is. Okay, she loves him for who he is. She doesn't care how much money he gets. All right, how much money he earns. Okay, get instead of earn. Let's have a look at your examples. Okay. Jaroslav puts an interesting one. He said, I got some praise. Praise. That is when somebody says, hey, well done, great job, you did fantastic, you are the best. This is praise. So yes, you can get praise. Does this mean receive? Maybe, but in order to get praise, you need to earn it, of course. You need to do something good to get praise. So yeah, earn, you earn it, you get praise. Edith, hello Edith. Thanks for attending. I did not get money for my charity work. All right, that's good. If you do volunteer work, a more natural expression than charity work, I think. Volunteer work, then you don't get anything. You don't get money. Yeah, Victor, as a volunteer, I don't get any money. Brilliant. Farshad, I'd have got more money if I'd changed my job. Good use of the second conditional there. And Faris, I get my wage this week. Brilliant. All right, I get my wage this week. Okay. Brilliant. That's 8. Let's have a look at number 9. If you're just joining us, if you haven't seen the beginning of the class, remember you can download the free guide, the free worksheet to this lesson by clicking the link below it. The link is in the description. That's the link there, get.englishquickfix.com. And that will give you a summary of this lesson. All the 17 ways, examples, and yeah, as I said, this is a lesson that is full of content, so I wanted to give you just something so you have it for future reference. Okay, so number 9 is take, like you take transport, okay? Take a taxi, a car, sorry, a bus, a train, etc. So instead of saying take the bus or catch the bus, catch. In fact, you know, I could change this really, because catch is a little bit American, and I would say catch is more British, take or catch. But it doesn't really matter, because you can use the word get and it completely is a perfect, simple substitute for this verb. I'm going to get the bus at 10 o'clock. I'm going to get the bus at 10 o'clock. If you want to go to the city centre very early in the morning, it's probably better to get the underground, like the metro, the underground. It's probably better to get the underground. Okay, because if you drive, the traffic is crazy. And of course, if you're going to go out, phrasal verb, which means go to some pubs, go to the pub, go to a cafe, go to a nightclub. If you're going to go out and have some beers, if you're going to have a beer, it's better, or you really must, get a taxi home. Get a taxi home. Don't drive. Get a taxi home. Okay, so get instead of take or catch. Take a taxi, catch a bus, catch a train. Use get. All right, then, let's have a look at your examples. Okay, so Jaroslav, I got a taxi to my way home. To my way home. You can just say, I got a taxi home. Home is a fantastic word because you don't really need a preposition before it. Go home. Get home. Stay home. Where are you? Home. Okay. I am at home, but not at my house or in my house, or not. It's going home. Go home. Abby baby, it's better if you get a taxi. I will feel more safe. Yeah. I couldn't get, Roberto, I couldn't get the last train to London. I couldn't get the last train to London. Oh, I've been in that situation, coming home from London, and I was too late, so I missed the train, so I couldn't get home from London. And Victor, after arriving at the airport, or hey, instead of arrive, we can use get. After getting to the airport, I got a taxi. Okay, after getting to the airport, I got a taxi. And finally, one more, which is again another nice second conditional from Mushtari. He says, if I had gotten the bus, I wouldn't have been late for the meeting. If I had gotten the bus, I wouldn't have been late for the meeting. So this is interesting because got in the past in British English is got. I get, I got, and I have got. But in American English, it's what Mushtari says here. I get, I got, I have gotten. Okay, if you see the word gotten, it's American English. Both are correct. Just information that that in English it's possibly easier because it's get, got. Two, not three different ones. Okay, and Abby baby has a very exotic job. She says, I got to work by plane. Wow, imagine that. Just going to work. See ya. Ooh, super. Okay, the next meaning is All right. So in this one, I put catch there. In this one, I'm also putting catch, but it's a different meaning of catch. This meaning of catch is like capture. Okay, like if somebody is running and you are running after them, right? You're chasing them. You want to catch them. You want to capture them. You are chasing them. You want to catch them. And like I do this a lot. I do this a lot with my daughter. Okay, my daughter is 4, and sometimes we're outside and she's running, and I run behind her and I say, I'm going to get you. I'm gonna get you. Okay, I'm going to get you. I never say I'm going to catch you. I never say I'm going to capture you. No, because get is just the most common way of saying all of these words. If we can use get, we use get. I'm gonna get you. Okay, I say it all the time, all the time. So another one, the police. All right, the police could. Let's imagine there's a crime, and we could say the police were there. The police were on the scene or at the scene of the crime, but they didn't get the criminal. They didn't get the criminal. They didn't catch him. They didn't catch him. All right, they didn't capture him. Yeah, or if you see somebody stealing something from a shop and running out, you could say, get him. Yeah, get him, get him. Hey, get him. In other words, stop him, capture him, catch him. Right, so put your it's a little bit more difficult, that one, but put your examples in the chat section. So Abby says, did you got him in the past? Not did you got, but did you get? Did you get him? So Sol put something here, which I'm going to explain. Sol put this. Gotcha. Gotcha. I did a video 2 weeks ago about reductions in English. This is where we take 2 words, we put them together and make one new word, which is very, very common in spoken English, and it helps us speak quicker. And this is one example. So gotcha means got you. Got you, gotcha. Yeah, because you is like yeah when we're speaking. So gotcha, gotcha. It means got you, which means understood you. All right, so somebody could be explaining some instructions and you can say gotcha. All right, I have understood you. Also, in this situation of catch or capture, when I am running after my daughter and finally I get her, right? I catch her, I capture her, I say gotcha, gotcha. All right, I have got you, gotcha. So that's it's a really common word. You will see this if you read English, if you listen to English on television programs, or if you listen to music in English, you will hear gotcha a lot. All right, Angie says, I got him when he was running with my money. I got him when he was running with my money. Okay, or running away, escaping, running away with my money. So let's have a look. Yeah, Leo, did you see it? Did he get the ball in the air? get the ball. So yeah, catch, exactly, catch. I'm thinking American football, like one person throws it, the other person gets it and keeps running. Get. And yeah, Abby, I got a big fish I got a big fish today. Perfect. So you're fishing and you got a big fish because the word is catch. You catch a fish, so we say get. I got a fish. Excellent. All right, we're getting some brilliant examples today. Well done. Well done. Generally, generally in English, piece of general advice for you. When you are practicing, it's always better to try to make more difficult examples. Introduce the second conditional or third conditional, or just try things that are a little bit maybe wrong. But it's when you're learning, it's the best way. If you're in class or you're like this in a live lesson, just try, experiment, because that is how you learn. So well done. Thank you all for your comments. If you're new, I've said it a few times. If you're watching, if you've just joined the lesson, this lesson comes with a free worksheet. So if you've missed a part of the lesson, or if you have to leave early, then get the free worksheet. That is get.englishquickfix.com. And there's a link in the description for the free worksheet. All right, so the next one is actually not a synonym, but it's a grammatical structure, and it is this. All right. So with this, we have hundreds of meanings of get, because you can use get plus an adjective. And how many adjectives are there? Hundreds. And you will, as a consequence, you will see get written before an adjective in many situations. And the meaning is become, really, become. So if we use, for example, tired, I'm tired. If we are describing the movement of state, right? How do you feel? Here, I'm not tired, but here, I am tired. Here, I'm not tired. Here, I am tired. So this gradual movement going from not the adjective to being the adjective, this movement, we can use the verb of this movement is get and the adjective. Here I'm not tired, here I am, so this movement is get tired. I'm getting tired. I think I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm going to have to stop this film, stop watching this movie, because I'm getting tired. Okay? I'm getting tired. But this is for so many adjectives. Can you turn the light on, please? Can you turn the light on, because it's getting dark. Before, earlier in the day, it was light. The sun was shining, but now it's late. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Can you turn the light on? If you are going outside, take an umbrella with you, because it's raining. And if it's raining, you don't want to get wet. Get wet. If you don't want to get wet, take an umbrella. And a typical one that grandmothers and grandfathers, grandparents say to their grandchildren, "Oh, you're getting so tall. You are getting so tall." Yeah? As the child grows, wow, you're getting tall. So there are a million examples of this. Let me see your examples in the chat. Right. So, Faris, I get ill. Okay, perfect. You know, sometimes in the winter where there's always one day, right, where you start sneezing and you start feeling a little bit tired and maybe your throat starts hurting and you say, I think I'm getting ill. I think I'm getting ill. Yeah, I'm becoming ill. Perfect. Yeah, Safish says, I got ashamed. We don't use this, but we do say I got embarrassed. Embarrassed instead of ashamed. I got embarrassed. Okay, I got embarrassed. So yeah, after the outbreak, this is from Farshad. After the outbreak, the economy is getting worse and worse. The economy is getting worse and worse. Actually, this one is more related to the next example I'm going to give you. Big Todd says, I got strong after a lot of exercise. Of course, if you go to the gym every day, you're going to get strong. Perfect. Okay, so who said getting worse and worse? Farshad. Okay, so this is similar. This is when we use it with a comparative. Okay, this is number 12. When we use get with not an adjective, but a comparative. And yeah, worse and worse. So if it's getting worse, it means progressively more and more bad. Okay, worse and worse. So yeah, with this example, we could say I practice English every day. I practice speaking English every day, and finally, it's getting easier. It's getting easier. Comparative, easier. Okay, not more easy, but easier. It's getting easier. And that means that progressively, it's becoming more and more easy. It's getting easier. Prices. You can say house prices are getting higher or getting more and more expensive. House prices are getting higher. House prices are getting lower. So it means progressively lower or progressively higher. You could say, hey, this year is this year's not a great example, but you could say this year we had a baby, and then I got a new job, and then we got a new house. This year keeps getting better. Okay, this year gets better and better. So again, with comparatives. Okay, let's have a look. So one from Leo from the previous example. Get adjective. Get drunk. Exactly. You had to leave your car in the car park because you got drunk. Get drunk. When you drink too much, you get drunk. Okay, so Faris says, I'm getting better now. This is a nice expression if you are ill. Okay, you get ill, but when you are starting to recover, you say that you are getting better. Hey, how are you doing? I'm getting better. Okay, I'm improving, I'm getting better. And Jaroslav, yeah, it is getting heavier and heavier. Good. Okay. Right, one more example of this. Amazing, Farshad, amazing. You are getting higher marks in your exams. Okay, you are getting higher marks in your exams. So you used to get 50%, but then you started getting 55 and 60 and 70. You're getting higher marks now. You're getting higher marks. Great. And Mush Mushtari, our live lesson is getting more interesting. All right. Great. Okay, so that's 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go, guys. 5 more to go. Before I continue, just a quick thing. Obviously, if you are watching this from the first time, please subscribe to my channel. I publish live lessons, not live. I publish lessons for you every Friday, and I do live lessons maybe once a month, once every 2 months. So subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, tell your friends about the channel. I'm really enjoying it at the moment, and the more people I have watching, the more motivated I am to continue doing videos for you guys. Yeah, the other thing, get the worksheet if you haven't got it. That will be useful for you to keep all this information in a PDF format for you. One more thing, if you're Spanish, if you're a Spanish speaker, so if you're Spanish, if you're South American, I have a course for you, EnglishQuickFix.com. This is only for Spanish speakers. I am currently working on a pronunciation course for everybody, but this course is brilliant for Spanish speakers. It fixes all, like seriously, all the typical mistakes that 99% of Spanish speakers make in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. So if you're Spanish, if you're a Spanish speaker and you're tired of speaking English like a Spanish speaker, and you want to give your English a boost and speak advanced English, get this 30-day course. I take the course. It's an online course, but you get feedback from me via WhatsApp every day for a month. I have some wonderful relationships with my students who take this course. I have, well, some are here today. Leo is one of those who has attended the course, and it's great. If you're a Spanish speaker with an intermediate or upper intermediate level, you really need this course. Registration closes on Monday, though, probably for the summer. I might open it in July, I'm not sure, but now is the last chance for at least a month to join the course. That is EnglishQuickFix.com. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is, okay. Now this is one that a few people have been commenting on already, and this is using get as in the passive to receive an action. Now this is maybe a little complicated expression, but with some examples it will be easier. So the passive is when we use, normally when we use the verb to be plus the past participle. Okay, so instead of I ate that piece of cake, you could say that piece of cake was eaten. All right, we don't normally specify who when we use the passive. It's not important. The only important thing is that that cake is not there because someone has eaten it. The cake was eaten. So that's the passive, and we can use get in the passive instead of was, but when an action is being received. So this is a true story. I fell asleep once I visited Barcelona. I spent one summer in Barcelona learning Spanish, and I went out to party at night, and I got a train home. I got a train, all right? I got a train, I caught a train. I got a train home, but I fell asleep on the train. And what happened? My camera got stolen. My camera got stolen. So my camera is receiving the action here. It got stolen. We use it in the passive when the action is being received. She had a job interview last week, and good news, she got offered the job. She got offered the job. So again, she is receiving the action of offer. She's receiving that verb, offer. She got offered the job. His heart got broken, and he hasn't left the house in days. His heart got broken. Okay? His heart received the action. His heart got broken. In other words, some girl broke his heart. His heart got broken. And a couple of really common expressions with this are to get married. So they got married in the year 2005, and also get divorced. They got married in 2005, and they got divorced in 2009. Okay. Right then, let me have a look at some of yours. Safish says, I got fired for being late. Yes, I think get fired was one example that I saw earlier in this. And, well, fire is like fire a gun. But if you get fired, it means that you lose your job. Okay, the company fires you, or you get fired. Another example, another synonym of this is get sacked. Sack, like a bag, a sack. Get sacked. So get fired or get sacked. There are two very common ways of saying lose your job. Right then, Farshad, I saw your car getting stolen. I saw your car getting stolen. Exactly. So the car was getting stolen. That's the action. Your car is receiving the action of steal. So yeah, your car got stolen, and I saw your car getting stolen. Okay, just one thing here. Safish says that the way I speak is very clear compared to many natives, and he wants me to make a fast speaking video for fun. Now, the way I speak is clear because I'm teaching you English, right? I want to explain things, and I want you to understand me when I'm explaining them. Public speaking, even if I was speaking to a group of English people, when you're speaking in public, it's also a good idea just to speak at not super fast. Yeah, so it's also a public speaking technique. But also one thing I do want to say is that on YouTube, you can change the speed at which I speak. If you click I don't know, down there, there's some option, and you can make me speak slower if you think I'm speaking too quickly, or you can make me speak like double the speed or just a little bit quicker if you want me to speak quickly. So do that. I recommend you do that, not just with me, but with every video you watch. If you're watching videos online and you think you want to understand them better, just slow the speed down. Or if you want to test your English, put the speed up. Okay, the window got broken while we were playing football. That was from Farshad. Exactly. The window got broken. And Roberto Iglesias says, my knee got healed with physical therapy. Yeah, physical therapy. In British, that's physiotherapy. My knee got healed. Right. Yeah, that's it. I don't really think that is receiving an an action. So it's probably not a very natural expression to use. It got healed, because it's not like it receives an action. Yeah, you work on it, you do the exercises, and gradually, little by little, it heals. It's not really receiving an action, but you can get good treatment from the physiotherapist. Yeah, my knee got really well looked after. It got taken care of very well by the physiotherapist. Okay, the next one, let's move on. And this is another grammatical structure, and it is get something done. 3 words, get something done. Probably the most typical expression using this structure is get your hair cut. If you say, yesterday I cut my hair, that means that you literally got some scissors and chop, 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 chop. Okay? Which probably isn't true. Instead, what you should say is, I got my hair cut. And we use this structure for 2 reasons. We use this structure when either it is physically not possible for you to do that thing because you don't know how, or you can't physically, like cutting your hair, or because you don't want to do it. So maybe maybe you cut the grass, right? Maybe you don't want to cut the grass in your garden, so you could pay somebody else and they cut your grass. In that situation, you say, I got my grass cut. Fixing your car. Can you fix your car? Maybe not. I can't fix my car. So if my car has a problem, I take it to the mechanic. I get my car fixed. I get my car repaired. Or the roof on my house. I can't fix my roof if my roof has a hole. So I get my roof fixed. If you take lots of photos and you want a physical photo, are you going to print that photo? Probably not. If you want a good quality photo, you have to take it to a shop or send it to a website to get your photo printed. Okay. Right then, let's have a look at some examples from our viewers. Okay. Fashion says, I gotta get my car repaired. Or when are you gonna get your hair cut? Good couple of expressions there. Gotta and gonna. These are more reductions that I talked about in my lesson 2 weeks ago on ways to speak quick English. So, yeah. Satif says, I want to get my wall painted. Exactly. Or Jaroslav, I got my flat redecorated. Right? So, yeah, absolutely. If you don't want to paint your wall, get it painted. I want to get my wall painted. You could do it yourself, right? You could paint the wall yourself. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you don't have, maybe you don't want to. So you can call someone, ask them to paint it, and you can get your wall painted. Okay. The next one, 15, is a very on-topic one, and this is get infected, or sorry, become infected with. So, for example, do you know anybody who has got or who got coronavirus? Usually in the winter, I get a cold. I get a cold. A cold, you know, is when you are achoo, achoo. I get a cold. If you go outside on a cold day, a rainy day, and you have wet hair, maybe your mother says, don't go outside. You will get a cold. You'll get ill. And yeah, finally, if somebody is sneezing, achoo, achoo, you say, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, cover your mouth. Achoo. Cover your mouth. If you don't cover your mouth, we will all get ill. We will all get your cold. We will all get your illness. Okay. Right then. So let's have a look. Leo. Okay. So sorry, there is a little delay in the chat, but yeah, Leo gave me an example from the previous one, which was get something done. He says, remember, I need that report get finished. So no, Leo, it's slightly different. I need to get that report finished by tomorrow morning, because the expression is get and then the verb. Okay, get the report finished. Get something done. Get the roof fixed. Get the report finished. We can't play around. We can't move the order of this. So, with the illness, Big Daughter says, last year I got a serious illness that kept me hospitalized for 10 days. Yep, I got a serious illness. Farshad says, yeah, you may get sting and get malaria in hot countries. I went to Kenya a few years ago, and I was very careful to avoid mosquitoes, but I also took malaria tablets because I didn't want to get malaria. Okay, yeah, Fashad, sorry, stung, yeah, sting, stung by a mosquito. I think mosquitoes don't sting you, they bite you. A bee or a wasp sting you, a mosquito bites you, right? Bites. So yeah, another good one from Mushtari. You have some good examples. Have you ever got toothache? Toothache. Just be careful with the pronunciation of toothache. Ache. Okay, the CH is a toothache. Right now, I have backache. Oh, I have this on my back because it's giving my back heat, because 2 days ago I got backache. All right, and one more example from Zhao. He got a cold last week. Absolutely, he got a cold last week. Brilliant. Okay, folks, we have two more. The next one is begin a process. I'm going to use some typical expressions with this, but the expressions usually mean to start, all right, to begin a process. So my examples are, let me have a sip of this first. Right. Instead of saying let's go, you can say let's get going. Let's get going. And it just really means let's begin the process of leaving. Okay, so let's go, it's a very, very small difference. Let's go refers to, okay, let's go. Let's get going means let's start the process of going, of leaving. Similar one is get moving. Like what? Okay, if we're going on holiday tomorrow, I might say to you, what time should we get moving? What time should we get moving? Which, if we're driving on holiday, it means what time should the car start moving? What time should we get moving? Because we have to pack the bags, we have to put the bags in the car, we have to get the children ready. What time shall we get moving? Get moving. So get going, get moving. A nice expression I like is the most important thing to succeed is to get started. Get started. An example of that, wow, when I started my YouTube channel maybe 3 years ago, maybe 4. But I wanted to create a YouTube channel about 2 years before that, but I didn't. I was, for many reasons, too nervous, it's got to be perfect. I don't want to be on YouTube. So many reasons. Listen, the most important thing was to get started. In other words, to start, to begin the process of starting. If you get started, then that's the most important thing, right? You're never going to be successful in anything if you don't get started. And sometimes the most difficult thing is getting started. And finally, another expression is let's get to work. Let's get to work, which means let's start work. Okay, so if somebody comes to your house, or if you meet a colleague in a cafe, maybe you have some small talk first, but then you say, all right, let's get to work. Let's get to work, which means let's begin the process of work. So let's see if we have any examples of this. Okay, so yeah, Mushtari, let's get singing. Let's start singing. Let's get singing. Sure, why not? Let's get singing. I get improve my English. No, that I get improve my English. Get improve. No, but you could say my English is getting better, like the process of improving. My English is getting better. Okay, one example, one very interesting example was from Farshad, and he says, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And I'm not sure. Does this fall into the next thing I'm going to teach you, the number 17, or does it fall into this one? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here means, yeah, let's start the process of leaving this place. Let's get out of here. So it could be a good example of this. So let's have a look. Victor says, when will get the exams this course? So perhaps you mean when will this course get the exams? That is incorrect. Sorry, let me have a look. What did you put? When will this course get the exams? Get the exams. Start the exams. So no, we can't put get and then a noun. It's get and then a verb, like get started, get moving, get going. So in that case, no, you could say, when will the exams of this course get going? Okay, get going, get started, get going. Okay, and let's have a look. Okay, one more from this, and then we'll move on to number 17. So Zhao says, I think they should start to study English. So the expression is not get start, but get started. Get started studying English. I think they should get started studying English immediately. Get started. A lot of these are a little bit idiomatic. All right, it's not like get something done. Yeah, this is very much a structure. Bam, bam, bam. Get, and then the thing, and then the past participle, which you cannot really change the order of that. It's very black and white. But with this, begin the process. There's just many idioms which use this. So perhaps if you know the idiom, fantastic, use it. If you don't, and you're just reading something that says maybe let's get to work, let's get moving, and you think, why? What does get mean in that situation? You can think, okay, it means start the process of. Yeah, let's get cooking. Okay, get cooking. Why get cooking? Why get cooking? Okay. Start the process of cooking. Let's get cooking. Okay. Right then, number 17, the last way, and it's actually I got many examples for you in this way. Before I share this with you, I just have to repeat because I know some people come late to the lesson. And maybe you've seen this, but yes, there is a free worksheet with this lesson. I spent a lot of time preparing this lesson, and I thought, why have I got all this information on my computer when I can just share it with you? So I made a document, I made a worksheet in which I share all of these 17 ways to use get with you, including the examples that I've been using today. So if you haven't already, then click the link in the description, get.englishquickfix.com, to download the book. It's free. And then you have it for your future reference. Okay. So number 17, the last way of using get is idioms. Okay, I talked about idioms with beginning the process, but there are idioms, many idioms. I'm going to share quite a few idioms with you here that use get, and it doesn't really fall into any of these 16 categories that we've looked at today. So let's have a look at some common expressions that I like teaching because they're common, but they're not the most typical ones that people teach. The most common typical ones that people teach tend to be phrasal verbs. We're not doing phrasal verbs today. There are more than 100, so no. But let's have a look at some nice idioms, common idioms that use get. Okay, so number 1, get rid of. Get rid of. And get rid of means to throw out, to like remove, to eliminate from your life. If you have something that is very old, or I don't know, let's say that these ones are old. I use these ones. These ones are old. These ones don't work. So I'm just going to get rid of those, which means put them in the bin or give them to someone or sell them, but just remove them from my life. Okay, so I could say, hey, you've got a hole in your jumper. You've got a big hole. You really need to get rid of that. Get rid of. Okay, the next one is. The next one is what? Oh yeah, sorry. Here I am. Get a foot in the door. Get a foot in the door. Okay, so this expression is when you accept a job in a company, but perhaps a low-level job, just because you want to work for that company. And you know that if you get a low-level job, you then have the possibility of getting promoted. Okay? Get promoted, receive the action, get promoted, and get promoted again, and get a better job, get a job, obtain a job, get a better job, and then, hey, that's the dream, right? To have a good job in that company. But you know that in order to work for that company, maybe you have to accept a low-level job just to get a foot in the door. Get a foot in the door. Okay, keep your examples coming, because these idioms are going quickly. I'm going to do a couple and then look at your examples. So let's have a look. Okay, before I do, actually, okay, Farshad had a message that was automatically deleted, I imagine, from using not desirable language. But he says, get your hands off. Get your hands off. It's a different idiom. Get your hands off. Yeah, you're getting on my nerves. Get your hands off. Remove your hands, right? Remove, like get rid of. Get your hands off. Victor says, Victor is actually somebody who took my quick fix course. If you're watching since, well, recently, then that's the link, English quick fix course. Victor was, he's from Barcelona. He took the course. He says, as a Spanish speaker, I recommend the English quick fix course. It is really useful. So yeah, thanks for that, Victor. And it's just an example. I have many students who I really love teaching with that daily routine every day for 30 days. I was in contact with Victor, helping him with his English, focusing every day on a small aspect of English that Spanish speakers always make mistakes with. So yeah, Victor says, do it. If you're a Spanish speaker, then that is the link, englishquickfix.com. But registration closes on Monday, next Monday, 8th of June. So if you want to sign up before Monday. Be quick. Okay, let's go with another idiom using get. Here's a nice one. Get a word in edgeways. Ooh. Right. If you get a word in edgeways, it means you have the opportunity to speak. And we usually use this in a negative sentence, like I can't get a word in edgeways. I can think of a neighbor of mine where I'm from who just speak, blah 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 blah, and she asks you a question, and then she keeps talking. So it's impossible for you to speak. So I would often use this expression, I couldn't get a word in edgeways. Yeah, I saw the lady, I saw my neighbor, but I couldn't get a word in edgeways, which means I couldn't have the opportunity to speak. Maybe you're in a meeting at work and the boss is talking, blah, 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 and other people are talking, and maybe you're just a little bit shy, perhaps. Yeah, so maybe you have many things to say, but because maybe you're a bit shy, maybe because of the language, it's I can't or I couldn't get a word in edgeways. Okay, the next one, get up. Get up. Hey, sorry, phrasal verb, get up. I said there would be no phrasal verbs in this class. I lied, there is one, get up. But this is probably the most common phrasal verb with get, right? But this expression is really nice, where you get up on the wrong side of bed, right? Imagine normally you get up on this side of the bed, and oh, today I got up on this side of the bed. This means that you are in a bad mood and easily annoyed all day. All day you've been just annoyed with everybody, and somebody says something to you and you're like, oh, in a bad mood. You say, sorry, man, I got up on the wrong side of bed this morning. Or you can say, what's wrong? What's wrong with her? I think she got up on the wrong side of bed this morning. Okay, it just means you're having a bad day where everything annoys you and everything is just... Okay. So actually in the chat, we have people putting different idioms, which is great, actually. Yes, use this opportunity, actually, to put your idioms with get in the chat box, and I will introduce those too. Okay, I just have a few more for you. I have 5 more idioms, and then I'm going to finish, well, and then I'll have a look at yours. So 5 more from me. One is get together. Get together. And this means when a group of friends unite. Okay, get together. In this coronavirus world and in the lockdown with the quarantine, it's been very, very difficult. It's been impossible to meet friends and family. And when I speak to my family, I'm like, I can't wait to get together again. I can't wait to get together with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law, nephews, niece, everybody. I can't wait to get together again. It's been a long time. Okay. Get down to business. Do you remember in this section where I said begin the process? And I gave the example of people meeting, like colleagues meeting at work. And I said, okay, you have some small talk. And then you say, okay, let's get to work. Well, this is very similar. Let's get down to business. And it's an idiom which you often hear in business, where you are perhaps at the beginning of a meeting, or the beginning of meeting a client or a colleague. Maybe you're just talking a little bit informally, small talk, and then you say this magic expression, let's get down to business. And then it becomes professional, okay? Small talk has stopped. Now it's business time, because somebody said the magic words, let's get down to business. Okay, the next one is this: get real. Get real. Get real. So if somebody says something to you which is a little bit unrealistic, maybe too optimistic, like they don't really earn a lot of money, and they say to you, yeah, next year I'm gonna buy a Ferrari and that house with a swimming pool. I'm like, really? Get real. Get real. I'm saying to that person, be realistic. Okay, get real. The next one involves an animal. I love expressions which involve animals, and there are many phrasal verbs in English which is an animal and then a preposition, like chicken out, rabbit on. Rabbit on just means talk, 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 talk. For example, I have been rabbiting on for a long time in this class. Rabbit on. Horse around. Horse around. That means be silly. Stop horsing around. Stop being silly. And here's an expression which uses an animal, and it's get someone's goat. Get someone's goat. So in context, in a sentence, you could say, she really got my goat this morning. She really got my goat this morning when she called me fat. All right, so imagine somebody says, oh, you're looking a bit fat. I'm like, okay, ha ha ha. But then imagine it's making me self-conscious all day. It's annoying me all day. And I say, she got my goat this morning when she called me fat. All right, it really annoyed me. Really annoyed me. So get someone's goat is to annoy someone. Okay. Right then. Couple more. No. What? Oh, wait a second. Get someone's goat. No, the last one was gotcha, which I created later, where somebody said gotcha. Okay, so that is all my idioms. As I said, this is number 17, idioms with get. And there are so many idioms with get, honestly, and phrasal verbs with get. With idioms with get, again, it's a question of learning them in the context and learning them as an idiom. It's important to not get frustrated or not get confused by the word get. Look, let's get down to business. If you don't understand the word get, just don't worry. Down to business. Business, okay. Yeah, let's do business. Together. Get together. If you don't understand the expression get together, if you're reading an expression, get together, and you don't understand it, just remove get. Together. Let's together this Saturday. Okay. You can understand it. Okay. A word in edgeways, a little bit more difficult, but you know, if you understand the word edgeways, maybe you can understand that. Okay. Right, let me have a look at some of your examples before I finish here. Before I do, please, if you haven't, subscribe. I publish a new lesson every Friday. I have done for months now. I had a break last year, but once I started and I'm loving it. And seriously, the more you guys subscribe and comment and give thumbs up, the more motivated I get to publish more videos for you. So with every subscribe, with every thumbs up, with every comment, seriously, I love it and I thank you, and you motivate me to do more. So so please subscribe. If you know someone else who likes learning English on YouTube, please share my channel with them too. Okay, so yeah, just getting some nice comments from everybody on YouTube. Brilliant, Omar. Oh, Omar, good to see you here. Grazie, prego. Fasha said, thanks a million. One of the greatest English tutors I've ever seen. Wow, you are too kind. But thanks for the comments. Seriously. Victor says, thanks for your time and advice. No problem. Any time. And seriously, thanks for your comments about English Quick Fix. As I said before, everybody, if you are a Spanish speaker watching this, then you can get my course. It comes highly recommended by Victor, who was here today, and many other Spanish speakers. If you are a Spanish speaker and you want to speak advanced English, go there before Monday, the 8th of June is when it closes. So if you're a Spanish speaker, go there. If you're from wherever, it doesn't matter. Make sure you get the worksheet, which I spent a lot of time preparing for you for this lesson. I hope it's useful. I'm sure it will be. It'll cover all the 17 ways of using get that I've talked about in today's lesson. It also includes all the examples I used in today's lesson. So you've got that forever. Okay, so thanks again for everybody who has attended live and watched this. I had no idea I was going to be talking for 1 hour and 50 minutes. If you've watched until this point, honestly, thank you so much. It really means a lot. So I will be in touch with more videos very soon on YouTube, and I hope to do another live lesson in about a month or 2 months' time for you. Okay, thanks again, everybody, and bye for now.